Before you start writing even the most elementary program in any language you take, like even if you take Python, C++ and any language, you should know the fundamentals of that program or the language. So today in this video we are going to check two of such fundamentals, that is the data types and the variables. So we will discuss about the data types at first. There are two types of data types: inbuilt data types and user defined data types. The inbuilt data types, for examples of inbuilt data types are int, integer, character, and the user defined data types are classes, functions, array, and structures, and goes on. Now, variable is a namespace which help us to hold the value of certain type of data types. Then how do we write this in how do we assign a variable its data type? This is how we write to give the variable a data type. First we will write here the data type. It may be int for integers, char for characters, float for decimal for taking decimal values, like that. First we will write the data type, then next with space, next to that we write the variable which should be of the data type which you are writing here. Okay, now I will just show you through the program how we use the data type and variables. Okay, first we are going to call the iostream. We are going to write the iostream header file, iostream.h. Then we write hash include conio.h. Then we write void main brackets. Okay, now we have wrote the function. Then I'm going to just show you a simple example. I want three variables, and I'm going to use three variables to get sum of two numbers. Now let's check how the program code is going to be. I'm going to choose the numbers to be integers, so I write int. Int is the data type, integer. Now I'm going to give the variables as number 1. To write the next variable of the same data type, we separate the variables by using a comma. Then we will write the next variable. I will write number 2, then comma. I am going to return the sum, so I will write a variable name sum. Okay, after writing the statement, we should put the semicolon. Then we will write cout, enter the two digits or enter the two numbers. We will close the double quotes and put the semicolon. Now we will write cin the angular bracket, two angular brackets. Then we will write number 1. Here we are going to use the cascading operator. So instead of writing cin in different lines, we will be writing in the same line by putting two more angular brackets, as we have made near the cin, that is the angular brackets facing inward, and we will write number 2. Then put the semicolon and we will press enter. Now we have entered the two numbers. Now what we have to do, we have to get the sum of the two numbers. So we will write sum equal to, I'll do one thing, sum equal to number 1 plus number 2, and we'll put the semicolon, enter. Now we will write cout sum. Now we have written this cout sum. The sum is not written in the double quotes because we want the value of sum, not the word sum. So we have written cout sum. Before running, now this is a simple program. We are going to run it, but before running we have to write clr scr, then CR function, and close with the semicolon. Then at the end we'll write get ch and the semicolon. Now we have to save the file and just save as cpp data. We cannot put spaces, so we should make the spaces by using the underscore. cpp data, then we'll okay. Now we are going to run the program. So to run the program, we will press Ctrl and F9. Now the output screen has appeared. Enter two numbers. We'll write 34 and 34. When we press the enter, we got the sum of 34 plus 34, 68, and that's correct. And that's all. It is very simple to use the data types. If you want to enter decimal numbers, like if you are, for example, if you go to a shop and buy something like vegetables and all, the weight of the items will be not in whole numbers. That is, it won't be 1 kg perfect, 1 kg perfect, 2 kg. Sometimes we'll get 1.25 kgs and all, right? So in that case, if you are using for that kind of purposes, we should write float instead of int. I'll show you float. Now one problem is that if we have the number 1, number 2 and sum, these three variables are of type float. Float means it should contain the decimal points, and if we are inputting the value as just 1, there will be error in the program. We should write, if you are taking the exact if we go to the previous example, if I taking vegetables of exact 1 kg, we should write 1.0, otherwise the error will be occurring. Now if we run the program, I will show you with float, enter two numbers. We should write I am going to write 2.0 kg, and just giving an example. Okay, it's actually the program is meant for giving us the sum, but I am just giving the in terms of an example. Okay, now I am going to write 6.0. See, 8. It is correct. If you like my video, just hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you.